Okay. Hey guys, bumper's going on. Gonna talk abortion today. I can't get my collar right. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Happy birthday to me. I'm old. All right, guys, we are back on the Dr. Daliah Show. Thank you all for tuning in. 1-877-DOC-DALI, 1-877-DOC-DALI. All right, so I want to talk about abortion really quickly here. It's very controversial, and as a doctor, I can't stand it when I see the media or politicians or just people in general take a subject that's so, crucial. That's really, this is some heavy stuff. And argue about things that were kind of manipulated, as the narrative was manipulated to go one way when the issue is another. I mean, if you want to know where I politically stand on abortion, it's let's not perpetuate the political mantra and the fight that the right and the left want to do. Let's actually deal with the issue at hand. And the funny thing is a lot of pro-choice or pro-lifers or conservatives and liberals agree on things when it comes to the abortion issue. There's a lot we agree on, and nobody's talking about that because the powers that be, and I'm not exactly sure who the powers that be are, they want people to continue to fight. The abortion issue is going to get juicier and juicier and juicier. And as a doctor, I'm like, okay, wait a second here. We're talking about babies' health, women's health. Okay, this is not supposed to be a political toy. This is not supposed to be a tool, but it is. Okay, so where I get frustrated, I'm sorry, I got runny nose. Where I get frustrated is we have hundreds of thousands of abortions being done a year, okay? And we have on one end, doctors being thrown in jail now if they perform an abortion. On the other end, we have people considering second trimester, third trimester abortions, and we're just going, the pendulum is just swinging so high, and we're circling the far, far octaves with this issue. And I think we can all agree on some certain things, and I think we could address this issue a lot better than we are. This is 2019, okay? Let's get it right. So, where do we all agree? Where does everybody agree on the abortion issue? Well, first, let's agree it's not an abortion issue, okay? Ending the life of a fetus, all right? Whether you think it's a life or not. The one thing that both sides agree on is it is a living organism. We all agree with that. Where we disagree on is, are there constitutional rights of the fetus over the mom, or all right? But we do agree that it is a living organism. Another thing that we all agree on is that an unwanted pregnancy is not ideal. I think both sides agree with that. We're having hundreds of thousands of abortions done each year, meaning we have hundreds of thousands of unwanted pregnancies. Now, for simplicity, we're not going to count those with rape and incest. Honestly, if we have 700,000 cases of incest a year, then we need to address that. We have 700,000 cases of unwanted pregnancy resulting from rape. We need to address rape. But if we're going to let's just say, and remember, not all states report all abortions. So we don't have true numbers. The CDC gives us as good a data as they have, but not the states aren't all required to report it. So, whether it's 700,000 a year or 1.5 million a year that we heard back in the 80s, or 53 million we were hearing in the 70s. Again, we aren't really getting a true number because if the states aren't reporting it, we don't know. But that's neither here nor there. All right. What can we all agree on? I think we all agree that a person becoming pregnant, again, we're not talking rape and incest. We're talking just unwanted pregnancies. A person becoming pregnant when they don't want to is not ideal. So then why? Why are hundreds of thousands of women or men getting pregnant when they don't want the baby? This is 2019. Has anybody even thought about that? Is anybody talking about that? Well, no, that's not sexy. It's more sexy to talk pro-life, pro-choice. It's more sexy to talk about what we're talking about in the media. But the issue we have is we have hundreds of thousands of women that are being told they're pregnant and they don't want the baby. or they don't want to be pregnant. That's an issue. Maybe we need to talk about that. When we get these statistics, it's between the ages 15 and 44. All right. I've talked to you guys about the most powerful being force on this earth next to God. All right. Who is it? No, it's not Captain Marvel. The most powerful being, the most powerful entity is nature. Nature will always find a way. All right. Think back when you were in middle school, in high school, you were horny. All right. Our bodies are designed to make babies. That's what our bodies are designed to do. We're the human race. And so we want to start making babies when we're 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And instead, what are we doing as society? We're like, no, hold off, go to school first. Oh, I tell my kids that all the time, go to school. And then maybe after high school, finish college. Now wait for your career. So what we're doing is, rather than doing what nature is trying to force us to do, is we're putting it off. And we're expecting a little baby pill or a little baby IUD or emotion to prevent nature from doing what it's intended. We're putting off our evolution, and we have an abortion problem. Maybe it's not an abortion problem. Maybe it's a society problem. We're not going to stop premarital sex. You can't tell a kid, right? It's not going to happen. They're animals. Kids are animals. We're all animals. So if we have this drive to have sex and procreate, maybe we need to kind of look at the situation a little differently. I mean, society has now changed the way humans are, but nature will always win. Man dinks, God links. That's that famous saying where, man works, but God laughs. All right. Nature is going to win. We talk about autism on the rise. People are blaming vaccines. What nobody's talking about is maybe the reason why autism is on the rise is because we have a lot of older moms and older dads having babies. When we had babies in our 13, 14, 15-year-old, days, we didn't see as much. Now, we can't really compare. We didn't do good record keeping or diagnosing. But us deciding to do things differently and choose not to get pregnant and fight nature is now giving us this new issue of us figuring out what to do when we don't want a pregnancy. So I'm not saying to do one thing or another or give everybody IUDs, but let's just stop falling prey to what the media wants, and let's actually talk about the situation like, normal people. 1-877-Daliah, don't go away.